Well, for the Ashland community, this bond is really an investment in the future. It is a significant investment in making sure that we keep our word to the community, keeping kids safe, and really providing a world-class education for every student that attends these schools.
So I'd just like to thank the Ashland community for their continued support of our outstanding and top-performing schools. And I thank the community because it just really shows that they value education.
So it's been 7 months since the bond passed, and there's been a lot of work behind the scenes since that day. One of the first orders of business was to align ourselves with a program management firm. This organization will come alongside us throughout the entire process of the bond and act as an umbrella over all the projects that we actually manage. We chose the partner HMK company. So the next step was to procure legal counsel to help us review documents and agreements throughout the process. We also worked with the bond underwriter to help us with the sale of the bond, and we ultimately will end up with bond counsel throughout the process. The next step was to actually seat two committees, one for Helman Elementary and one for Ashland Middle School, to actually go through the selection process for design firms. So after the interviews, we actually narrowed it down to one design firm for Helman, a company called BBT out of Bend, Oregon. And for the middle school, we actually selected a partnership between a company called Soderstrom and a local firm called Architect.
So the bond passed in November of 2018 with the sale occurring in May. And we've received funds as of June 5th with the assistance of D.A. Davidson, our underwriter, and Hawkins, our bond counsel.
So there are several projects in the bond. We have Ashland Middle School, Helman Elementary, Walker Elementary, and the Ashland High School. We have several smaller projects that will be happening district-wide. We're going to address heating and cooling and air quality throughout all the schools. We'll be addressing technology infrastructure district-wide. We will be addressing safety and security district-wide. We will also be addressing bathrooms and restrooms district-wide, as well as some seismic upgrades at various locations. There are several sites that will also get ADA upgrades. Sustainability is a very important aspect of this project. We have partnered with a company called Brightworks through HMK Company. And in doing so, we've actually identified 20 key strategies from the Climate, Energy, and Action Plan from the City of Ashland. We plan to incorporate those as a core standard for design throughout the process. As far as project timeline goes and the major projects, we will begin work on Ashland Middle School and Helman Elementary this year. About this time next year, we'll begin work on Ashland High School and Walker Elementary.
I'm really excited about the work that's going to occur from the bond at Ashland Middle School. One of the big pieces is going to be taking this part of the campus that we're in right now, which we refer to affectionately as the vintage building. This is the oldest part of the campus, and bring it up to date with modern schools and create spaces that are going to better serve and support not only our students, which is of course important, but help our teachers better support the kids in the classrooms and update the space for our community members, because one of the things that we've always valued here in Ashland is making sure that the schools are a space that are accessible and usable to community members. So there's many community members that use these spaces as well. So we're excited about providing and improving the spaces for everyone. One of the things I think this bond is going to mean for our students is it's going to create an opportunity and a space for the kids where the building and the structure is actually going to match the way our school's organized. So one of the things that we have here is a team model, and our sixth grade teams have had to sort of piece together the team model within an existing structure that wasn't really built or designed around a team model. So I'm really excited about the fact that the new part of the campus is going to be built to support those sixth grade students and those sixth grade teams in a more authentic way.
I think it also will mean having a space where kids come to school and look forward to being here, which really means for them, it kind of raises the bar around quality of everything. When they're in a setting or in a school where they feel like it's clean and new, then they respond to that similarly and also want to contribute in a way by taking responsibility for the spaces and enjoying the spaces and really getting the most out of their education.
This bond includes replacing at least 8 classrooms to create new flexible learning spaces. In addition, we will have a new HVAC system that can handle any weather-related air quality issues that we have, including the smoke that we've seen in the last couple of years. Additionally, we will have new security for our entire campus. Our buildings are over 50 years old. They are deteriorating at a very quick pace, and it's not unusual, unfortunately, for students to arrive at school to find that their classroom is closed to them and they have to relocate due to a failure in mechanical issues or leaking roofs. So new classroom space is much anticipated and they will be very excited.
The community can get involved with the bond projects through a variety of committees. There'll be a bond oversight committee, which is largely financial, and then there'll be a number of design committees that will help design the various projects. And those committees will be made up of, we'll be looking for family members, community members, staff, the administrators from each of the schools. We have a variety of people on each of those committees. And we'll have information about those committees on our bond website as well as on our Facebook page. The community can also get involved by attending forums, groundbreaking ceremonies, as well as ribbon cuttings.
What this bond really means is the opportunity to attend schools that are safer, that are healthier, and that provide the infrastructure that they'll need to give them the opportunities for what they do after high school. Unfortunately, many of the things that we need to consider in this bond, we never had to think about back in 2004, 2002. School safety becomes a #1 priority for our students. It always has been, and we need to see that through the infrastructure and through our facilities. Back in 2004, 2005, we didn't even think about smoke and the damage that that could do and the impact that could have on our students and on school life. Now we need to make sure that every student, no matter what school they attend in Ashland, has clean, healthy air to breathe, because that's part of our commitment to equity for all students in this district.
What this bond means for the community is that we will have modern facilities where every student can thrive. I'm excited that students will have flexible learning spaces, and this could mean that we'd have maker spaces where creativity can thrive, and also how we can adjust classroom settings to maximize student learning.
You know, one nice thing about bringing a school and modernizing a school is that it prepares it for the future. And so that's one of the hopes I think I have around this bond project, is that this work will result in a campus that is not only ready for students today, but will also be ready for the students of tomorrow.
I'm most excited for that day when our kids get to run into their new classroom and see the excitement in their faces. I'm also excited about the design phase and being a part of that and making sure that that's a learning opportunity for our students as well, and including them in learning about what architecture means, how it takes place, how selections are made, down to materials, and having them be a part of the whole thing. So we're really excited for that.
For me, one of the things that I like to reflect on and celebrate about this bond is the enormous community response and the Ashland community support for our schools. I think this reflects not only on how much our community cares about education, but how much faith they have in Ashland schools. We've hopefully proven time and time again that we are responsible with the resources that our citizens entrust to us, and this bond is one more opportunity to prove that we will use these resources for the best interests of all our kids in a way that benefits the entire community.
Since transparency is a value, the community can also expect consistent communication throughout the entire project.
The community can stay up to date on the bond by visiting our webpage or our Facebook page.
So I want you to please continue to look at our website, because there will be ways that you can be involved, and also there'll be application forms that you can fill out on the committees that you would like to be involved in.